Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Attila Total War with the 1295 Kingdoms mod. And once again we find ourselves against the same enemy we did last episode. And they have gathered their courage, as it were. Let's see. Did I tell them? No, I did not set up for them to retreat. Which is gonna be a problem. But it actually seems to be drawing in the main part of the enemy force.
Our general is under attack!
Into the same trap I always do. So the enemy force that we defeated last time is back. They managed to gather up whatever little respect they had for themselves and decided they were gonna try to fight us again. And yeah, let's just see how poorly they do this time around. This time around we've got about 1,500 men against 2,600 enemies. So there's a difference of about 1,000 men in favor of the enemy. And let's sweep in and surround the enemy. Oh, where are you going? Attack those guys over there. Attack! 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 So if we quickly look here, it's dropping on both sides, but it seems to be more so dropping on the enemy side quite rapidly as well. Let's see if we can pull off the general and the cavalry over there. Oh, you chasing down those guys? Let's see if you can come back. So the enemies, their line infantry is already collapsing here in the center. But our troops are weak. I don't want to lose. The general who just took charge of this army. I don't want to lose
Enemy
him
units have returned
immediately. Okay, so the crossbow bastards are coming again. I think that they seem to be focusing on my
thrown down their
general.
weapons and are fleeing.
Those bloody kiters. The worst kind of strategy. Well, it's a good strategy, but it's annoying when people use it. Saying as though the AI specifically using this. God damn it, he's stuck over there. Did they just they are gaining some reinforcements here. The thing is, if we're able to cut down
Hidden units, watch out!
cut down there. Oh, they're charging in my back. Shit, we got a really heavy unit right there. Let's see if we can pull back the cavalry again. Get all of them. Because we have one of those really heavy polearm units. There's kind of sandwiching our troops over here. Don't chase no cavalry. Let's see if we can pull back here and charge at the enemy. There's a great. Get back in here. We need someone. You know what? I think it's best. You know what? If they cannot probably hold out against those guys alone. Charge around. I think the crossbows could probably just shoot down the enemy. Pretty sure. God damn it, they just got charged there. Let's see, chasing those guys all the way to the edge of the map. Those guys are dying. The general down to about half bodyguard. Nice, those guys are gone. Those guys over there. Crossbows get back into action, start shooting down the enemy.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, well, who's fleeing?
This is a shameful display.
It's a cavalry unit that we're never able to dislodge them or get them out of the fight. So there's 1,400 enemies against 1,000 of ours, and our melee troops are slowly but surely winning here. Oh, they're not done in their fight there.
The enemy has killed our general.
God damn it.
The men lose heart.
I was just about to say I need to keep him completely out of
the
fight.
Men are
at this
broken and
point.
running for their lives.
Shit. Come on, shoot them down. Gonna hit this one. You done over there? Good. Get back into the fight. We've got the enemy general right there.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Let's see if we can crush those guys. Might need the cavalry to deal with that instead. We're gonna start using heavy bolts to hit those heavy enemies. They've got a few units here which they just keep away from the battle. Shoot down those guys, and you shoot down those guys. This is going to be a close fight, and there's probably going to be a lot of dead soldiers on both sides, as in complete dead units. Are we winning? Oh shit. I was about to say we're winning in the melee fight, but then a massive... Yeah, all those guys are enemies. I think the melee fight is about to be lost.
The enemy general is fallen!
Even though I like hearing that the enemy general has fallen, I would rather have them say that the enemy general has fallen rather than he is fallen, which annoys me a little bit. Okay, everyone's gonna focus in on those, and then the rest of the melee infantry is gonna run away from the fight, and yeah, the unit retreats as we pelt them to hell. Let's make sure they don't come back, so keep firing, and you know what, we're not gonna use heavy shot actually. These two are going to use heavy shots, but that one that's firing on the cavalry is going to use normal shot. So unfortunately a lot of our troops are retreating, but I wouldn't really blame them given the fight they've just endured. So at this point there is 500 allied men left on the field with 600 enemies. Okay, go for heavy shot now. Start pelting the enemy. We're gonna get the cavalry on the side, get ready for a flank. And what do they have left? Very heavy infantry. Oh, interestingly enough, we've got some floaters over here. Ooh, look at this. Massive casualties in among these guys. I love these heavy armored dudes though. Oh, and they go ahead and do that triangle stupid shit. Oh, the unit's giving way. So it's gonna be down to my crossbowman slowly cutting the enemy apart. That drops the flag. And they're all tired. I still have one unit over there. Ooh! The entire unit suddenly just falls apart. It's got a strange guy sitting there. And this unit's not, now it's not even facing, and it's got a shield on the wrong side. So even if they were walking and they were carrying the shield on this side, it would kind of protect them a little bit. But now not even that is protecting them. I'm gonna give them the order to fire. Maybe they'll fire a little bit better then. Oh yep, they do. Really? You're gonna try to charge cavalry? Like there isn't any better targets to fire at? What is this heavy unit coming up? It's just heavy sergeants. Right now both of these units are more or less wasting everyone's time. It's a shame about the general. Who wants to be in control of the army of the slayers of Burgundy when all the generals ever do is die?
The men have broken and are fleeing.
Who broke? This unit out of nowhere decides, you know what? We're gonna run home instead. Bloody coward. Those guys need to be executed.
A glorious victory will soon be yours.
That is true, but also we need to drive home that victory and destroy the enemy. It's a terrific victory, but the army still stands, which is the most important thing. Now you might wonder, why did this army not actually intervene? But that is because they were in the marching order, so they were forced marching through the country, and that's why they were basically too tired to come and join in. As we can see here, a large part of this army is completely destroyed. Like, there's no cavalry left. All the dismounted Knights Brothers are gone, and one heavy sergeant unit is gone as well. So there's not a lot left in this army. But the good thing is that neither do the enemy. They are completely destroyed, which means for this army the way to Hamburg is open, and they can count on support from the army from Bremen. So we got massive siege coming up. Now, the plan was to strike at Hamburg, but winter came, and I wasn't able to get enough troops up to the fort in time, so I decided to fall back instead and regroup at Bremen. As we can see right here, we got the two other armies next to Bremen, and then we've got this one right here, which is... this must be the newly formed or newly reformed Heroes of Lyon, because they have the catapults, which I believe I got down there. Yes, that must be it. Anyways, as we pulled back, the forces of Saxony followed us, and so the armies that came from the north that had been attacking the Danish separatists, they came down, and so now we're fighting over here. And this army was isolated from the other two armies, as I wasn't expecting the Saxons to actually move forwards and attack me. Now, as we can see, both these armies are very weak. It's basically the same structure. One of them has a little bit more cavalry. One good thing is they only got one of these mounted crossbows, so we won't have that problem with all those idiots. And it's a good chance for my general to gain some stars, and let's... this time around, I'm saying this to myself, try to keep our general alive. But yeah, without further ado, let's go in to the battle. And so here we are on the field of battle. The battle line is drawn out, we've got our catapults ready, and there they're off. Let's get some... I know it's raining, so let's give the enemy some heat. Get out of that, we need to dry them up a bit by setting them on fire. Let's see if we maybe can capture that for the screenshot, having the enemy attack forwards, while the the flaming, I guess it's pots. It looks actually like stones, but I imagine it would be like in the movie The Gladiator, that it would actually be sort of pots of some sort of burning material like pitch or something that would be flung against the enemy. Okay, let's just see if I can capture this better this time around. Maybe from an angle. Looks good. Let's get back into actually commanding the battle. So enemy cavalry has attacked this side with my heavy sergeants. We're gonna have to send some cavalry over there to deal with them. And then I'm gonna get these cavalry units to go
Our ambush
forwards.
troops have been detected.
Yes, because I moved them out of the ambush position, that's what. Okay, so the enemy cavalry also charge in to my heavy sergeants. But they're doing well as of now. We're gonna get this one to come around, this one to push forwards. These two moving through. Gonna get for those enemy knights over there. Like crossbowmen, let's see, crossbowmen.
Our general is being attacked.
Stop retreating.
Keep him alive.
Pull forwards. As far as I understand, when the general is not actually being attacked as of now. Charge in and hit that one that's just getting hit by the enemy. Hit the flank over there. And we're gonna help out this over here so we can free up these troops. Ah, secondary army of the enemy is coming up. And now strike them. Let's go ahead and see what's going on the front line. Hard fighting here in the rain. Pretty hard to tell who's who since we're all German soldiers. Am I winning the fight over here? My cavalry is one up there. Go down and get rid of those guys. Ah! Victory on this side. Means 2 heavy sergeant units are free to attack the enemy. See if we can get this shock cavalry out of its pickle. And then drop the shield wall on these two. See if we can have them encircle the enemy.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Who's... Oh, it's one of my cavalry units that are fleeing. Oh, the one that pulled out of the enemy. Oh, some nice catapult hit into this unit. And right after those hits, which probably affected their morale quite badly, our enemy strike. Oh, they're able to actually strike, almost strike through here. You shoot the enemy general there, the enemy general's unit. Oh, they've got nothing to protect themselves against the crossbow fire that's coming
Our
from
men have
right
given
here.
up and are running for their lives.
Who's running now? Oh, it was one of my heavy sergeants that was forced to flee. This cavalry unit's back. So is a lot of infantry on this side. But 2 proper styled cavalry units. This one's gonna have to...
Their general has fallen. Our
Nice.
victory grows ever nearer.
I guess this unit shot him to... I was about to say
Men
shot
have
him
thrown
to
down their
death.
weapons and are
But
fleeing.
obviously he died of that. Obviously you would be you would die if someone shot you with crossbow bolts. So at least I stopped these units from actually taking part in the battle. I'm gonna get the crossbowmen to fall back, focus a bit more here on the right side. Cavalry is waiting for their opportunity to strike. We're gonna pull them back a little bit. I'm hoping these guys finish what they're doing, and then I can have them attack the enemy. We're gonna see about getting some of these men around.
The men are losing hope.
Gonna get the general up to support these guys. The front line there is kind of breaking off. This unit not doing too. You know what? If you break, that doesn't matter that much, because then the crossbowmen get a free line of sight into these, and the crossbowmen can murder. Let's get the cavalry back around and hit over here. They're hitting my catapults right now. All these enemy heavy. What is these heavy melee infantry that's actually doing a lot of damage to my army? I thought I had a pretty good chance. Now I'm not so sure anymore. We want to do a hammer and anvil, but for there to be a hammer, there needs to be an anvil. And right now the battle line is shifting in a way that I don't like.
The unit is running from the enemy.
Catapults. Abandon your catapults and fall back. Okay, the cavalry needs to come over here and aid these men. What are these doing? Looks like they're kind of in a big spread out unit. God damn it, I hate those crossbow cavalry. Bastards. Okay, we're going through here. Hit that one, and you hit that one. Again, you know what? There was someone said that I probably should think about dismounting and fighting like that more, because when you dismount they become heavy infantry rather than being, as before, being heavy cavalry, and you don't get that sort of negative fighting. You don't get that sort of what do you call it? Not negative bonus, but you don't get that sort of well, you will get a negative bonus, if that makes any sense. Oh, this unit. Very unfortunate for it. We've got a number of units, drawing them on, letting them getting crushed like that. See about coming around. It's not going as well as I thought it might go. We need to destroy this. God damn it, the general needs aid. You need to aid the general. Oh, the enemy unit is gone. You know what? Get this, not you. I don't want you to. But you need to come around.
Our men flee the field of battle.
And you need to aid over here.
This is a shameful display.
And you need to actually stand your ground. Same with you. I want you guys to come forwards here and help out the general. Just fighting down here. Let's see if we can find the general in among all of this. Some enemies are pulling off, but more are turning up at the same time, going into the flank over there.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Can we get you on that flank, you on that flank? And then you hit that one. No, I want you to break off. Okay, you're not gonna break off. You're gonna break off then. See about you can hit this one.
Our men are wavering.
God damn it. Help out the general. Try not to shoot any of the general's bodyguard in the process of this.
Our forces have found their courage. Back to the fight.
Okay, let's pull back. And let's have these two units completely destroy that one. Okay, we're gonna focus in. We're gonna focus in on these guys because they're weak. We have a cavalry unit all the way over there. 57 men. They need to get back into battle. The general's fought like a bloody hero at this point, and he's not dead. What's the price?
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
It's gonna go down to the bloody crossbowmen again, isn't it? Crossbowmen in a line there, general behind. We need this unit to come as fast as it bloody well can. And we're gonna see about shooting all of these bastards in the back. I think once we start to get some real fight... Well, you know what? Don't I have the... I still have the catapults. Reman the catapults. Oh, here comes the cavalry. But as they just as they turn up, the line infantry or the infantry units start breaking apart. Come on. Destroy them. You are active, so you're not tired, that's good. Oh, they regroup, but we're gonna keep falling back though. Keep falling back. Drag the enemy into a weak position.
Our men return to the fight!
His units are falling apart. Get in line over there. Guess if I tell you to fire, maybe you will actually fire. Yes, you will.
Heaven can wait!
Kaboom! We hit quite a few of our own there. Focus in on the last one over there. It looks like their army is collapsing at this point. They don't want to stand any longer. There we go, we have victory.
Your victory is moments away.
But we need to make sure. Back on your horse. We need to make sure that these guys are destroyed. So this unit, you know what? Knights, chase down that unit. We need to make sure that these guys don't get away. We need to kill as many of these guys as possible. More or less an execution of these guys. Maybe unnecessary to shoot these guys down to the last man. Maybe you should focus on this one instead. And then these guys got a good target on this one. Oh, destroying that unit. This is what you get for going against the supremacy of the Holy Roman Empire. Let's see, how many? 52. That means the unit's still alive. Same with this one. We want to make sure that the armies are completely routed. That way, we'll make sure that the route to Hamburg will be open. And I'll get my port city, which I wanted. So we can trade with a lot more nations, set up a lot more trade routes. More money means more armies, means more conquest. And sooner or later, all of Europe will be under our control. 15 men, that's more or less over for that guy. Same with the rest of them. Anyways, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it right here. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy this. And hopefully, I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.